Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of One Piece Bounty Rush. Now, in today's episode, what I wanted to do is we did have the actual new Franky dropped inside the game. It is currently 3 a.m. I just did my pulls for Bleach Brave Souls, and that video did go up earlier today if you did end up seeing it. What I wanted to do is I wanted to do my full set of steps here on the Franky banner. He seems rad. His first is kind of similar to Kizaru's ability, and the Radical Beam is a blast from afar that makes a giant explosion around the enemy it hits. He's very similar to Kizaru, but he's more of a defender type of it, which is actually really, really interesting. But generally, you know me, I love Franky a lot. I love his character. He has like a nice wiggle he does. It's very good. So what I wanted to do is we're going to do our multis here. I'm going to try to record some gameplay tonight while I'm just kind of up and about, because I have a feeling I'm not going to end up sleeping tonight. And we're going to try and do some post-commentaries in the morning of the games I have with him and kind of talking about what he's all about. Right now, though, what we'll be doing is going through all 3 steps, seeing how it goes, and seeing just how bad my tired brain does when we go into this. Now, hoping for the best here, best case scenario would be pulling a copy of Skypiea Zoro along the actual route. I would also appreciate just anything in general. Any 4 stars are good. I would absolutely love to get a dupe of Sanji right now, or a copy of Zoro, but we'll see. It's the 3D2Y versions of them, by the way, that I meant. But for right now, we're going to pop into this. Oh, honestly, I like Franky's attacks a lot. He seems like it's going to be a very fun character, and his actual NAD seems like it's going to be quite fun to use as well. So I'm very excited. I'm very happy. That's Django. It's looking like the first multi is going to be pretty much a dud so far, honestly. I'll take those colas, because I actually do need to try and get more medals of Luffy Child. So any dupes I get are going to be helpful. Also need Usopp a lot. And that's definitely a pretty rough first multi. Wow. What am I up to with Usopp now? Can't even tell. Didn't even level up off of that. Oh, 98. Okay, cool. We're slowly getting closer. But we are going to go ahead and do our second step here. Whew. Come on. Show me some money. That's the whole crew. Come on. Show me some beautiful things. That's 5-ton hammer Usopp. I'd actually love to get a version of like Golden Pound Usopp at some point, because I love the actual part of Thriller Bark with Usopp a lot. The whole I'm always negative scene, just for some reason it appeals to me so fucking hard, and I don't know why. It's just so hilarious to me, that whole turn of events. So we'll get there, I'm sure. Honestly, Thriller Bark has a lot of really interesting characters. Bone Balloon Luffy is gonna be really cool. If they add Oars, or like Oars Jr. is gonna be really cool. I think Oars Jr. was only inside Marineford though. I don't remember. It's very sporadic and all over the place, but they existed. But, nope. Still haven't gotten that 4-star. Is it only the last one? Who's that? Arlong. He's 5-star now. I mean, I guess I could do a showcase on him, so that'll be fun. But definitely less exciting. I'll take it. I don't see myself using him all that often, though. Honestly, it doesn't seem like he's very appealing to how I play, personally. But you know what? I will take it. And in that case, we are here for the third multi. Can I get 2 Frankies on the last multi? If not, it's okay. I'll end up just using him regardless, level 60. But, full crew, and roll up. Let's see what the do-do. That's not the okay thing to say. We'll just do our best. We'll hope for the best. We're hoping for any kinds of defenders here if we do get a 4-star. So, come on, Frankalicious. Nope, that's definitely a Django. Yeah, it's looking like we didn't get too lucky here, unfortunately. Granted, if we only got Arlong and Franky, it's still okay. What are we looking at so far? So, nah. That's another runner. And Franky. Franky! Hey there, buddy. Hell yeah, he does the pose. I'm super happy with that. In that case, that is our multis for today, and that is Franky. Went ahead and got. I do like his abilities, and I will be maxing him out and trying him out inside my A+ struggles today. So I guess I'll see you guys in a little bit when we end up doing a little bit of post commentary. But I'm happy with that. I'm going to try to actually run. So for my actual matches tonight, I'm going to be trying out some of Nico Robin, the green one, because it actually is the upgrade event for her right now. And Miss All Sunday, which is the blue one, which is a runner, because people were requesting that yesterday as well. So I'll see you guys in 1 second when we do pop to the post commentary and see how the world moves on. For right now, I'll see you then. Hey there, everybody, and welcome to the post commentary about everything we wanted to end up doing with Franky. So I went ahead and played a lot of games last night while I was just kind of grinding around and trying to have a good time, and I played as mostly Franky. I did use both versions of Robin, however, these games I'm going to be showing today only have the blue Robin, the Miss All Sunday, because I really don't like the green one, and the games that I did have with her flopped, I think is the word I would end up using. So we're currently just using Franky here. I actually like his kit a lot. And there's some very interesting interactions throughout these games you'll end up seeing while we're around this. One big issue I find with my personal gameplay is I don't fully comprehend how to fight the TIMESKIP Nami so far. You can see there I popped my second to try and go across the middle area. You'll see a lot inside this game especially. I don't know how to dodge certain abilities, like her big lightning bolt attack from the sky, that right there. I have no clue what kicks that off or makes it happen. But I actually like his kit a lot, and his normal attack having the pursuit punch. It works really, really well. And I feel like I only have him at 4-star right now, naturally, because we got kind of unlucky with the summons earlier, but I feel like he could be a really, really scary force on teams. You can see here I'm trying to be careful around the law, because unfortunately, that shit does end up hurting quite a bit. I rolled right into some of those clouds, but we're living in jiving for right now. I believe here, yeah, I go all the way around and head back toward the flag afterwards as well. I think that I use my first here and end up getting the kill. No, okay. I end up missing a little bit, but I got to heal off the Kaya. But yeah, so typically, I like to play as defenders a lot. And unfortunately, after the Aokiji and Akainu banner, we've been getting slowly this transition between relevant defenders and just sheer constant non-stop runners. And you can actually see here, this is a really interesting interaction. He dashes, but her second still hits while he's dashing. I'm surprised I got that kill, honestly, and I probably should have used my first to try and get him anyway, because that would have been a bait regardless, and it would have hit him. A lot of what you're doing with Miss All Sunday is her NAD is basically to bait out their dodge, then you have to dodge away and use your attack, or have them pursue you and use your first. In that scenario, there was no good option for that aside from using my first or second. So I don't use her very often. But when I have been recently, because like I've been having a lot of fun with her, she does a really good job. Also here you can see Franky's actual beam attack. I don't know how the lock-on works, honestly. I don't know what general area you're kind of striving for to make sure he locks onto the right target, but it seems to go all the way across the level, similar to how Kizaru's did, just this is a defender version of it. I also don't understand how I got the dodge, but not the perfect dodge there, but it works out. A lot of what I've been doing inside this match right here is I kind of use him as just a pure defender and always make sure that I'm on top of the point and just always trying to make sure that any flag that's currently contested, I'm on top of at the time of it being contested. The difficulty right now is you have to rely a lot on your teammates with this Franky, and that's not very easy when you end up having to go through A+ and S-, but here we are with the second game here. I actually don't remember what this one was all about. I believe I start off here running to the second flag down the way. I feel like Franky's gonna do a really good job at Saboti, in my opinion. His second being able to just knock people off of flags pretty easily, and also having the first would probably do a really good job at defending C at Saboti Archipelago, just because of how it's kind of built. But here you can see I'm going to turn I'm going to use my second, and it knocks back the entirety of the enemy team. It actually helps a lot with trying to get some momentum here. Honestly, I don't know where I was trying to put that. I think I was trying to bait out the Zoro's dodge, but it didn't end up working out because he's kind of walked around the left side. You know, something I actually observed while playing as Franky, and something that I kind of felt like should be the case, is I feel like this game should have a taunt button. And I know that's weird, but Franky feels like he should have a button where you can just go and do the super pose after you get like a kill or after you do a certain thing. Right there, I actually got the bait of him dodging into me, despite the fact that I wasn't actually going to hit him. So I did a pretty good job with that. Honestly, this Zoro, if he hadn't been playing bad, I probably would have done a really bad job here, because I actually dodged out of that. That would have been an instant kill with the team boost as well. Granted, I don't know if team boost actually affects the 7,000 damage off of the fix thing. It still would have done a lot, and Neverling would have been something very unkind, unfortunately. The big difficulty with Franky is he can knock back, but with the current build I have on him, I built him as mostly a defender to be able to survive inside these points. I wasn't able to use his attack very often to actually get any kind of momentum going. And I feel like if you ran him as a pseudo-defender attacker, it might be a little bit better. But you can see here, I'm using him almost as a runner. I'm just like, oh, this Usopp's a problem. Guess I'm gone. I use this around the corner as well and end up hitting him and knocking him back, which does save me some time and allows me to get the flag on the other side here as well. So I was just trying, right there was me deciding, do I want to go to C or do I want to go to A? And I decided to head on over here to have a good time with it. You can see it's almost there, but he's about to hit me, so I end up dodging. That turns out to be a pretty bad call for me, honestly, because he does dodge around that and does end up getting the kill here as well. So I think the best endgame there would have been not having that break to have that moment of indecision, whether to go to C or A. And then also just being able to... I feel like if I had a build that gave me my skill 1 faster, I probably could have gotten out of that scenario a lot safer. Just how it goes sometimes. But yeah, typically, Miss All Sunday, you can use her pretty effectively to just kind of bait out enemies as you're going around. I use my first a lot as an anti-pursuit device. Right there, by the way. Barely clutched that out with this actual crocodile, but super good stuff right there. And here we are with our third game here. The team of our Gum Gum Storm Luffy, Nico Robin, and the other Luffy, along with my Franky. And we're fighting against a pretty scary team, honestly. Both that Luffy and the Crocodile can pretty easily just one-shot me, so they're going to be really, really big problems. The issue is Sparta is basically half, or if not more, of the health bar of Franky whenever it's used. So, because of how prominent the 6-star Crocodiles actually are, it's rough. He also, I feel like for Franky, I could have used my second from afar to be able to have done a good job there, but I got greedy and tried to normal attack that Nell, which doesn't go too well. Luckily, I got the D back here because the Nell didn't actually keep on pursuing, but it's good. Honestly, a Nell seems like he'll be a pretty bad pick for actually dealing with Franky here. I think he uses his second and ends up stunning me here, but it does less than half of my HP. I honestly feel like Franky's going to do a really good job against him. And because Anel is so prevalent now and is fucking everywhere, we need it. But that does end up hurting there, unfortunately. The biggest problem I found with the games where I did end up losing is Franky's first. It feels like it should have some kind of defense on it. And naturally, it nullifies stagger until you get a hard knock, and if you end up getting hard knocked, it's a really big problem, because unfortunately, hard knock cancels the ability. If it had invulnerability similar to how the blue Luffy does, I feel like it'd be a hell of a lot better. I feel like for a defender it would make a lot of sense. Even Aokiji, he jumps into the air and kind of does his own thing. Also, I just got destroyed there. Fortunately, that's just the reality of being a runner. But Franky's going to head down here. I think I want to use my second here to hit that Luffy from afar over on B, but it wasn't really doing too much. Honestly, I feel like spawning out the gate and being able to just kind of pop that off and pop the beam is going to be a really big force. But that did pretty well. And I'm getting the blast off here as well. Honestly, Franky's good as a counter to Mihawk because his normal attacks are faster than his second, and his actual abilities, you're able to kind of get out of the areas that you need to. The main difficulty would be trying to avoid that first Getsuga, but naturally that's just kind of the easiest thing to try and get around at this point. Right now I'm trying to focus on going toward D, but the issue is I'm panicking a little bit. I'm like, oh god, Luffy's a problem. Oh god, I'm a problem. What do I do? I tried to dodge the Sparta despite the fact it was the enemies, or like our team Sparta, so it may have ended up losing us a little bit of time there. But we're mostly good. Second is a bad call to use in front of enemies, by the way. You can see right there I end up losing it. Even her Nad is way too slow though, so she doesn't really have a good pick against Luffy's like this. Honestly, because this flag was so irrelevant, that's the only reason why we won this. Because someone else ended up getting another flag because I distracted the Luffy's long enough. If not, we would have ended up losing guaranteed. We like barely end up keeping B over there, luckily. So that is our third game for today, and that will be our video for Franky for the moment. Honestly, I love the character. I love him a lot, and I will be getting back to this soon to go ahead and play some more because he's really fun. I want to play some more of the Nico Robins, and we'll be doing a proper commentary tomorrow. Bye for now, everybody.